As far as I'm concerned, a photographer is a medium through which images are channeled. And that's the important thing to understand. Photographers themselves are many different kinds of people, but that's interesting in and of its own right, but it's not the important thing, and it's certainly not the message. The important thing is that we are the first link between the outside world and reality in the chain of events that is known as journalism. There's I think, an innate belief in communication that motivates any photographer. We're not the ones in front of the camera, we're behind the camera. We're not performers. We're not athletes or actors or dancers. The way we move our bodies is not our message. We are invisible.
But now you are visible in the movie, in the documentary. How do you feel about that?
I feel a bit awkward about it. It seems as uncomfortable as it's made me feel. It's been another way to communicate, and I've tried to take that opportunity. I became initially a war photographer because I came of age during the Vietnam War, which was such a traumatic period in American history, a traumatic event for me personally. To see the kind of mythology of my country disintegrating in front of my eyes, it caused me to ask questions about myself, my nation, that I probably hadn't asked before. It probably caused me to no longer accept what I had grown up taking for granted. And I think photography was a way in which I tried to reinvent myself. Of course, that war was so powerful an experience. I wanted to be a war photographer, but in being a war photographer, I saw other things about the world that were equally important, other social issues which were equally critical that needed some kind of understanding, some kind of awareness. And eventually I evolved into other areas besides war itself. There are many forms of violence. War is only one of them.